Okay, so today we will be taking a look at the Sismo Qad4. Maybe it's called the Qad4. It is a analog synthesizer from Colombia. Sismo is a hand-built kind of artistic synthesizer company that works out of Brazil and Colombia. And everything they make, they do like limited production. Even each models can have different variations to it. This is the more minimalistic model. Most of these actually have either 4 knobs or 4 knobs and the capacitor discharge, and I'll show you what that does in a minute. It does exactly what it says, but so we got our, 3 oscillators right here, and just want you to know it sounds different when you play it through the output than as you actually play it defaultly through the device through the speaker. The signal transfers differently. Personally, actually, it sounds better plugged in. Not plugged in, it sounds more of an alarm clock, if you will. But you can get some real crackly tones not plugged in that you just simply can't get once it's been plugged in. So, that's enough of me talking, right? Let's give you a brief, let's just do a sample here. Oh yeah, another thing I should warn you is if it's plugged in and you turn it on, even though it's off, every knob's off, it's still defaultly on the first. And another thing is these two will not come on unless this one is on, even if it's only a little bit. So let's begin. I'm going to record this output so you don't have to hear the mic quality. You actually hear good quality. Alright, let's go. You get the fat range. Now once plugged in, those two are defaultly on, as well as this one. All right, now that we are off, I'm gonna do a little more. Well, yeah. Now that we're off, I'm gonna give you a little bit of background on what you just heard. So we have 3 voltage controlled oscillators. Now, the cool thing is, and also the shitty thing, is the first top one must be on, has to be on for the other 2 to activate. And but when you have it plugged in, if you have noticed, is once it's plugged in, all 3 are always on. That means you can't turn off any of them at all. You can only turn them to the minimum value, and they're still pretty loud, you know. So if you said you wanted to get just the sound of this guy, well, or this guy and this guy, but not that guy, it's not going to happen. So if that's going to be a deal breaker for you for being plugged in, stay far away from this. You can't even buy these anymore anyways. They were limited edition. You might be able to find one on eBay one day, and you might be like, what is this? So I wanted to give a review of this very quirky synthesizer. This is the capacitor discharge. This does not translate over to the signal, so it will not be recorded by line input. This instrument is line in is very limited and has a lot of hiccups, if you will. So it's kind of best for I guess sampling, I would say. Maybe like get one of those micro grannies. This would be like perfect. If you're the kind of person who likes the micro granny, this would probably be something up your alley. Just sample this with a micro granny would be pretty cool. Especially the capacitor discharge. So now let me give you a proper review. We got our oscillator 1. Goes from squealing to a fatter sound. Now a lot of that, there's a lot more depth and fatty beefiness that will translate to the line input. That's the one good thing about the line input. But these 2 will be on at the same time, so you're not going to deal with them. Now if you do just a hair, just a hair, right? You can get it like squeaky. Then you can turn these on. And when it's squeaky like that, it turns it really, the bits just sound really crushed. It sounds a bit crushed. Basically, that's what I meant. Let me turn this up. That's like the alarm. This is the alarm clock right here. And this one is the chirp, the wah wah wah, wah wah wah. Yeah. You get some weird ass sounds out of this thing. Now let's just do a capacitor discharge for you guys. They gotta wait for the build up. And you can tweak this with this top knob. These do not affect anything at this point. Get some cool sounds out of there. Now let me give a quiet you. Sorry about this hand recording quality. I hope to have a studio soon. Well, sometime this year, early next year at the latest. And I'll do more reviews, but they'll be more professional. But this little guy, I mean, there's not really needed a professional review of this thing. So I thought, you know, I give one last video before I put the channel on halt until I got the studio built. Just wanted to give you a little weird thing to check out. These are handmade. I think I said that, but so how to power these? They're most of these actually did come with a well, some came with a you know, power supply input, but this does not. It runs off a single 9-volt. Now I put in a rechargeable lithium 9-volt, and I bought it brand new, so it wasn't fully charged. It's probably like 70% charged. And this thing has been in there for over a year, and the battery works fine. So it's actually good on batteries. Regular 9-volt will not work at all. Alkaline, you know, might. Recommend getting a lithium 9-volt though, if you ever pick up one of these. They're about 50 bucks, but since they're discontinued now, you know, might pay a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on where you look. I don't know how many of these are built, but they're very, very limited production. But if you want to see some more interesting synthesizers, just check out Sismo as a website. Just go on like Google and type in Sismo synthesizers, and you'll find it. It'll be like a Brazilian website or Colombian. They'll show some of their past work and their current synths, and I think every few months they come up with new stuff and replace everything pretty much. I'm not sure how fast it is, but yeah, it's pretty quick. And they're really affordable. Like a lot of times when you get a synthesizer, like a handmade one, like let's say like an upgraded, like let's say if this had like 2 extra knobs, it'd be like a whole nother $50. They don't do stuff like that. Like if you're gonna spend another $50, you're gonna get double at least. Like their $150 ones are like 4 to 5 times more, you know, options and powerful than this. So the more expensive ones actually are a better deal. But 50 bucks, this is a little crazy, unique, real wood handmade machine, and yeah. If nothing else, you could keep it as a an item on your desk at work or something. You know, a little statement, fashion accessory, but also good for sampling weird sounds, especially if you're into lo-fi kind of sounds and just really weird stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I will do more reviews in the future. Now, I did the line input playing at first, and then I did this description afterwards. If you liked the playing then the description last better, or if you'd rather the description first and playing later next time, you just let me know. Or if you'd like it simultaneously, but simultaneously kind of cuts into the sound. But yeah, just tell me what you think about this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry that it's 15 minutes long, but I wanted to do a good explanation. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and definitely check out Sismo or Sismo, however you call it.